Hello, hello, hello. Say hello when you come in. Put it down in the chat. Tell me who you are, where you're from. I'm going to wait just a couple of minutes, and I'm going to talk to you real quickly today. I know you're busy about something. Hello, Ruby. How are you? About something that is incredibly powerful and necessary. So let's go ahead and get started because people are coming in, and there'll be more coming in to follow. Do you know, question for you, do you know who you are? Now, before you answer, not so quickly, because the fact is that you can tell who you are by how you've responded to the situation we find ourselves surrounded in. You know, how has this COVID craziness impacted you? Because the vast majority of the world, not just one country, not just one race, not just one religion, the vast majority of the world are living in fear. What we've done, and if you've been following me, then you know what I'm advocating here. I'm advocating that you take your power back. I'm advocating that you cannot live in fear. I'm advocating that the thing you fear the most, you're bringing it into your life by the fear itself. You see, we have traded our fear of a potential danger that in exchange for creating ongoing trauma, unresolved emotional issues, and real dangers. And you know why? Because you don't remember who you are. You are not a physical body. You have a physical body. You live in a physical body. You are infinite intelligence, capability, infinite possibility, having an experience in a physical body. Are you with me on this? And physics proves this to be true. It's not just some theory from personal development or spiritual teachings. Physics proves this to be true. You know, Max Planck, the father of quantum physics, says mind is the matrix of all matter. Mind. You are not a physical body. You have a physical body. And yet most of us are living in fear that of this invisible enemy that we might contract something that's going to cause us to die. Well, let me just tell you something straight up, harsh news. You're going to die. Okay? And so am I. You started dying the minute you were born. And so did I. Physically. But not spiritually. You know, spiritually, there is no such thing as death. Death is an illusion. This physical body is not who you are. And yet, you know, again, there's no value in lying to yourself. How are you responding? Because so many people are living their lives in fear of potential death, and in the meantime, they're killing their life because this is your life. This is it. Oh, I want this to hurry up and get over with so I can get on with my life. This is your life. Are you listening to me? I want this to hurry up and get over with so things get back to normal. It's not going to be normal. Pay attention. You know, one of my mentors told me years and years ago, James, for everything in life you must pay attention. Excuse me. And to the degree you do not pay attention, you pay with pain. Well, guess what? We have not paid attention in this world for a long, long time. We have traded money and materialism for meaning. We've traded pure profit for purpose. We've traded economy for ecology. And yes, ecology means the environment, certainly, but a broader aspect of ecology is harmony, total and complete harmony in all areas of life. And we've traded it. We've given it away. We've forgotten who we are. When would now be the time to wake up? Take your power back. Remember who you are. So many people are so afraid, trying to avoid death, that they're not living. The question is not, are you going to die? Physically, you're going to die. Spiritually, energy can never be created or destroyed. That's thermodynamics. That's physics. You're not, who you really are is not going to go away. Yes, the physical body will go away. But you're not going anywhere. But we've forgotten that, haven't we? We've dumbed ourselves down. We've numbed ourselves out. We've given our power away to money, materialism, and economy. We've forgotten purpose. We've forgotten why we're here. And now, look at us. Look at us. Seriously. You know, look how weak and fearful we've become as a world. Not just one belief system. You know, if there was ever a time, guys, where we had the opportunity to wake up and to see things clearly. You know, the Buddha said one of the greatest causes of all human suffering is that we don't see things clearly. We don't see the world clearly. You know, if there was ever a time where we had a chance to wake up now and to see things clearly, it's right now. And shame on us if we don't take advantage of it. You know, if there's ever a time where we were able to get away from it and separate ourselves from this, I'm a Christian, I'm a Jew, and if it's not in the Christian tradition, then it's not true. Oh, really? Because it's in one book. Everything's in one book. Please. You know, I'm a Hindu. I'm a Muslim. I'm whatever. I'm from Australia. I'm from America. I'm a man and you're a woman. You know, all that stuff is nonsense. Because you know what? In 2 weeks' time, I don't care if you're from India, Africa, or the United States of America or Australia. In 2 weeks' time, every single one of us went into fear and voluntary lockdown. There was no militia. There was no force. We volunteered to do it. Why? Because we're so freaking afraid of the inevitable. Your body is going to die. That's not the question. The question is not, are you going to die? The question is, did you live? And every single one of us, Hindu, Christian, Jew, Jewish, you know, Muslim, every single one of us, Australian, American, European, every single one of us, in 2 weeks' time, we're in the same soup, swimming in the same soup. Why? Because we're identical. And physics proves this too. You put any of us in a good fire, we end up exactly the same. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, red. It doesn't matter. We all end up the same. When would now be the time to remember? To remember the things you've forgotten to remember, and forget the things you've forgotten to forget. When would now be the time to take your power back? To stop living in fear. You are not your business. You are not your bank account. You're not your job. You're so much more than that. You are infinite capability and infinite intelligence and infinite potential. Having an experience in a physical body. And it's just one experience. It's going to be gone in a heartbeat. I don't care how many masks you wear, how many gloves you wear, how much you lock yourself down. It's going to be over before you want it to be. Me too. You know, I can remember just like it was a couple of days ago when I was 30. Where'd it go? It goes like that. And you know I'm right. It's time to live. Well, I'm waiting for this to hurry up and get over with so I can get on with my life. Let me tell you something. This is your life right now. This is your life. Are you living or are you dying? Because there comes a point in time where you have to make a decision. Are you going to really live? Are you going to coddle like some little sniveling clod of ailments? I don't care how many masks you wear, how many gloves you wear. I don't care how much you lock yourself down. Death is going to get you physically. It's going to get you, and me too. Deal with it. Not to be morbid, but the moment you begin to deal with it, then the moment you say, holy heck, I got to live. It's time. We have a window of opportunity here, guys, a window to wake up and see things clearly. We have a window of opportunity. It's open for us to remember what we've forgotten to remember, that we are one part of the same human race. I don't care if you're Hispanic or Asian, we're all one part of the same human race. And if you don't believe that, if you think there's differences, the differences are only on the surface. Because look at what happened in 2 weeks. I don't care if you're an Indian or Mexican or American, Caucasian, I should say, or black. It doesn't matter. In 2 weeks, all of us. Woo. Why? Because we've forgotten who we are. We've sold out to the system that has conditioned us to be small. Stop it. Stop it. Look, you have an opportunity right now. You're either going to come out of this better or worse. You've probably heard me say this. It bears repeating. You said, James, I'm going to come out the same. No, you're not. No, you're not. One of the 7 laws of this universe, hermetic laws, is the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, which says energy is always coming into form, through form, back out of form. It's always in motion. Nothing ever stays the same, which means if you're not creating and improving, you're destroying. There's no staying the same. You're either growing or you're dying. You're going to come out of this either better or worse. How are you going to choose? Choose. And choose wisely. Now is not the time to fly solo. It's not. We need community. We need connectivity. We need growth-minded individuals around us who aren't buying the party line. It's hard. You know how much heat I'm taking on social media from so-called spiritual people? I don't care how spiritual you think you are, how awake you think you are. I don't care how much you think you're dialed in. If you went into lockdown fear, then you're not as awake as you think you are. You can espouse all day long what you say you believe, but your actions show the truth. Hard medicine. Hard medicine. Let me help you. There's a link above my head. You know, Bersabeh and I sit down and we said, how can we support more people? And I've shared this with you time and time again. Link above my head. Facebook won't let me put a link directly. They've taken down a lot of my posts. Go figure. Go figure. If this one comes down, just pay attention. I don't know. They've taken down a lot of our posts. Bears too. They won't let us put links directly anymore, but the website still works. Go to the website because I've got 2 things there for you I've shared with you before. I pulled all my coaches off when this thing went down. You know, normally we do an intro coaching session and my coaches do those sessions. I don't do those, but I said, hey, open up my calendar. Let's go. Let's rock. Because people need support. I pulled all my coaches off. I'm doing those myself. I don't do those. I'm doing them for a limited time. But let me tell you this, please. My calendar is slammed. You can imagine. So if you're not serious about working with a coach, if you're not serious about remembering who you are, if you're not serious about doing the work and leveling up and preparing yourself for a bigger, better future, then please don't waste my time. Don't waste yours. You go to my website on the home page. You can put your email in, your name in. You'll go right to my calendar, and we'll talk. The other thing is our new program called Project Stay Home. Go to the website, go to the store. Project Stay Home is the first thing that comes up. It's $13.97 per month. More you spend more than that on HBO. Why? Because we want to support you. Because I want to give you what is necessary and help you with everything I can. Because let me tell you something. I'm not talking from theory here. If there's anyone who's been through tough times, it's me. And you probably have too, but I'm just telling you, there's a lot of people talking from theory. I'm talking from the arena. I'm talking from experience. And if there's anyone who can help you through tough times, it's someone who's been through them himself or herself. I want to thank you for a few moments of your day. Now is your time. You know, we came into 2020 and we said 22 is a master number, and we talked about, 2020 is a master year, and people are like, yeah, bring it, it's mastery. Well, guess how you learn to be masterful? You learn to be masterful by facing big challenges. Be careful what you ask for. You're going to either come out of the back end of this bigger, stronger, better, more awake, or you're going to come out of it blaming and miserable. I'm going to challenge you to choose the former versus the latter. Let me help you. Click the link above, and thank you so much. Thank you so much. If this touched you, hit that share button and get it to more of your people who need to hear this, because the world is waking up. The time is now. It's time to rise. God bless. Lots of love.